It's turned out to be a beautiful day here. A little bit of a nip in the air. We had some rain earlier this morning, and according to a few folks, a little bit of snow, but we didn't buy that whatsoever. It was just and there's the main man outside for the University of Michigan, Derrick Alexander.
Young man did not get a chance to play last year because of a knee injury. Came back strong this year. People only fantasize what it might have been had he and Desmond Howard been allowed to play on the field together at the same time.
That's a scary thought, Alexander and Desmond Howard. Ooh, that's a fierce-looking Wolverine. Sounds tough, too. Their dominance over the Big Ten. Well, since 1988, 32-1. They've outscored their opponents 524 to 199. In their last 14 Big Ten games, 14-0. Since 1969, the team that has led this game in rushing has also won the game. And the University of Michigan has got a four-headed tailback named Wheatley, Johnson, Powers, and Davis. They've combined for 950 yards. But, Len, the performance by Tyrone Wheatley last week has kind of separated him from the rest of the pack.
He had a phenomenal game against Iowa. Only 19 carries to go over 200 yards and the 3 touchdowns. He's only a sophomore. Everyone knows about his speed. He added 20 pounds to his weight this year, so he runs through tackles a lot. But he is only a sophomore. It takes time to learn how to be a good running back. But if last week was any indication, and if they got to one tailback as opposed to 4, that young man would be a really legitimate Heisman Trophy candidate.
Well, the University of Michigan has won 14 consecutive conference games. They are ranked 3rd in the nation. The Spartans are looking for the upset. Converting on just about 36% so far this year. The tight end plays a very key role in this Spartan offense. 1st and 10, 41-yard line. They give it to Duckett off the left side, and he's met over there. 79, Tony Henderson, the nose tackle, and 43, the safety, Pat Maloney, came up to get in. 2nd down and 8 from the 43. Michigan State going into the wind as Miller rolls to the near side, and he's going to fall to the turf at about the 43. Might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. Steve Morrison, number 36, was over there. Morrison was... Miller all over it. The first man that came through was Steve Morrison. 11 yards on the sack. Michigan State 1st and 25 from the 19-yard line. Miller with pressure again, and he is dumped by Chris Hutchinson. Hutchinson came into the game with 2 sacks. He's been in on 2 already. He's a 6'2", 251-pound senior from Houston, Texas. 10 yards on the loss.
Out. They realized that they could do a lot more than just sit back in zone coverage and play conservative football.
2nd down, Tico Duckett. The right side, he gets across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Alfie Birch, number 7, one of the first men to come up and meet him along with Matt Dyson. 3rd down and 27 for Michigan State. 9:43 to go. First quarter from Ann Arbor. They'll just hand it to Duckett inside. And just trying to get it out to get that punter some room to the 23-yard line where Steve Morrison makes the stop. And that will bring up a punting situation for Michigan State. And, you know,
and the kicking game, as Lou Tepper told us at Illinois, counts for 40 yards or so. Every time you make the snap, and it's something you should pay a lot more attention to. Michigan has, because they have Alexander back to return and try and give them the best field position.
Solani, that's an end-over-end punt. And Alexander's going to have some room at the 42. Derrick Alexander drops at the 45-yard line. Number 20. That was Legette, and they'll give it to Wheatley. Right side, he's got a hole. Tyrone Wheatley inside the 30. Down to the 29-yard line where Steve Wasili makes a tackle after 15 yards. Wheatley down to the 12-yard line, and let's go to New York and John Saunders. 2nd down and 8. Wheatley averaging over 9 yards a carry this year is Legette, the lead blocker. Wheatley. Touchdown, Michigan. Tyrone Wheatley with his 14th career rushing touchdown and his 5th on the season. Exactly what
Michigan State didn't want to happen is happening right now. The offensive line is just coming off the ball, opening up huge holes, and Wheatley is able to build up his speed, and with that momentum going forward, no one person is going to have a chance to pull him down. Now look from the end zone and watch the lead block. Look at the offensive line, the charge. Now see how they wall up everybody on the side? And he just picks his way, sees the opening with the speed. No one can just pull him down.
Michigan State, 4 penalties, 34 yards as they've got it 1st and 15 from the 26-yard line. Miller throws it right into the hands of a Michigan defender, Marcus Walker. So we have not seen stellar passing so far today by either Jim Miller or Elvis Grbac. And once again, the Wolverines with outstanding field position. Wheatley is the lone setback, 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line of the Spartans. They'll give it Tyrone Wheatley. He gets down to the 26-yard line. Ty Halleck, the middle linebacker, 5 carries, 51 yards so far. He'll get it again. Moves to the middle. Going to be close to the first down at the 23-yard line before the white shirts of Michigan State will push him back. Robert McBride, a freshman. 2nd and 5 from the 17-yard line. Wheatley gets it. Legette got him the block, and he's inside the 15, down to the 13-yard line. Juan Hammonds, a junior from Louisville, Kentucky, was the man that met him. And he's on the sideline right now. 3rd down and 13 from the 25. That was Derrick Alexander, who goes in motion out of the tailback position. Grbac to throw it down the middle. He's got McGee as tight end. McGee, the tight end, inside the 10, enough for the first down to the 8-yard line. And let's go to John Saunders in New York. John? But only 1 touchdown so far. They're going to try to change that as Johnson's got it. Stopped just short of the goal line. So on his first carry of the day, number 30, Jesse Johnson, one of those 4 outstanding tailbacks for Michigan, gets him down just inches away. Week for friends and family alike. 3rd and goal from the 3. They pitch it back to Johnson. He's got the room and a touchdown. And what an exciting moment for Jesse Johnson, because that's his first rushing touchdown of the year. All those other tailbacks have got it in the end zone, and Johnson finally gets it in for the first time.
And once again, the man leading the way is Burnie Legette, number 40. And watch how the offensive line seals everyone on the inside right there. They actually create the corner. Legette kicks the outside pressure away, and it's a nice open lane.
That's easy money right there, Len.
For Johnson, easy money.
1st and 10, 38-yard line. That's Lyons, the tight end, in motion, as they'll give it to number 35, Tico Duckett, the senior from Kalamazoo. He's 5'10", 199. Marcus Walker, Chris Hutchinson come up to make the tackle, and so far, 2nd down and 8. Duckett, 8 carries, 21 yards so far, as Rollin was the motion man. And Miller will find his tight end. I think looking at films from 3rd down and 4 from the 44-yard line. They try to go to the tight end. Not a very good pass, but the coverage was pretty darn good. Corwin Brown, number 20, the senior from Chicago. So far, Chris Solani, as he stands back at his 31-yard line, has averaged 19 yards net on his 3 punts. He's got the wind to his back as Alexander comes to the 21-yard line. Derrick Alexander with 1 man to beat, and he'll go all the way. On the return for the touchdown after the 36-yard punt for Derrick Alexander, the junior from Detroit, Michigan.
Derrick Alexander has been coming close all year long. He gets some good blocking up front, takes it right down the middle, and the rest is a sprint. Punt returns very often are a matter of timing and courage. Sometimes you have to make that catch in the face of somebody coming down at you, make the first man miss, and have the timing to get through those blocks and away from them. Everything happened for him on that play.
Elizovic with a point after. And it's good. 12:01 to go. First half. Michigan leads Michigan State 21-0. Elvis Grbac will get him going 1st and 10 from the 10-yard line. Wants to go to the air. He finds Wheatley to the near side, and Wheatley will get it to about the 12-yard line. Steve was silly. Johnson will take it, looking for some room, breaks a tackle, and he gets to the 26-yard line, the 21-yard line. And then Martin Davis, number 86, the only player that didn't make it back to the game this week with a knee injury, is Johnson with room, and he gets it to the 38-yard line before Ty Halleck brings him down 13 yards on the pickup, and 7:31 to go, first half. And look for the reverse to Alexander. Grbac makes a block. Alexander is pushed out at the 45-yard line. Number 31 was the man that pushed him out, Damian Manson. Well rested.
Philosophy.
That's Burnie Legette. Doesn't get to carry the football too much, but he moves it to the 45-yard line of Michigan State, where Rob Fredrickson and Ty Halleck make the stop. 14 yards a catch on 2nd and 4. Tyrone Wheatley, and he'll be close to yet another first down at the 41-yard line as Damian Manson came up from his free safety spot. They don't play Michigan. 1st and 10, swing it near side to Derrick Alexander. Got the move to the outside. Alexander inside the 25 to the 24-yard line as he put the move on Stan Callender over there. 19 yards on the pickup. Tyrone Wheatley, the deep back behind Burnie Legette. He'll get the football. And as he gets down to the 15-1, I have to ask you, and this is the 12th play of this drive with 4:52 to go on 2nd and 3, and Wheatley has got it one more time, and he is driven out of bounds at the 7-yard line.
Other teams are going to continue pressure. I don't think he's having a great year.
3rd and goal from the 5-yard line. Johnson. And they haven't made a signal. No, they're going to say at inside the 1-yard line. And Grbac pleading with Gary Moeller, Coach, we've got just about the size of my shoe left to go for the touchdown. 4th and goal. Now, Burnie Legette is the lone setback for the University of Michigan. He gets the football over the top. Touchdown, Michigan. And he showed Jalen Swan a little Sam Bam Cunningham action there over the top.
Sam Cunningham was my roommate at USC, well known for diving over the top. Burnie Legette gets out there, just gets up in the air. He has less than a yard. Look at the offensive surge right here, which makes this play happen. They get low, they drive them back, and right there, they're in the end zone. Yep. So the offensive line is already in the end zone. All the green and white jerseys are backed up. They're pushed away. No one makes a penetration. Halleck, number 28, he can't even get in position to dive over the top to meet Legette in the air to stop him. Touchdown.
What this does is, for the field goal kicker, they're not going to put a huge rush on because they know that Coleman's a threat. Maybe give this young man a chance to take his time and hit a good one. And that one is going to be good. So Michigan State gets on the board, 31-yard field goal. 2nd down and 10. As Mark McFarland comes split to the near side, Coleman at the top of your screen. Shift the backs around. Miller's got some time, and he's got the man he's been going to most of the day, is tight end Mitch Lyons, Alfie Birch.
And it's been Hutchinson who's been a stand-up outside linebacker, sometimes getting down in this down position.
3rd and 6, Michigan State. Treble Dyson nails Miller, loose football. And hustling back to get it is Toby Heaton, the senior from Plymouth, Michigan. As that time, Matt Dyson came and knocked it away.
Down the line of scrimmage, Bison comes from the outside. Nobody picks him up. Everybody's out in the pass pattern. Just one person unaccounted for. When you've got everybody out in the pass pattern, he comes in and gets the big hit for the fumble.
Loss of 16 yards. And
if they pull back and let down, they're not really playing 4 quarters of tough football. Then when they get into a tough game, where do they have the draw? Nothing.
35 and stripped away. Glover came in, took it away from Grbac, and he recovered it. Terrific play by Rich Glover. Finally, the defense comes up with a big play. It's like Miller's checking off at the line of scrimmage as Bryce Adams, the fullback, will shift to the near side, and Thomas is met, and he goes nowhere.
I don't know what he thought he saw, but what he thought he saw was not there.
Ninef Aghakhan, a junior from Mount Prospect, Illinois, was right there to make the tackle as we've run out of time in the third quarter. Michigan 28, Michigan State 3. Unlike the guy sitting next to me.
He's an old dance historian. I think that was the Hully Gully he was doing right there.
Third down and 5 from the 27. Miller going deep. Touchdown, Mill Coleman. His first touchdown reception of the year, 27 yards. Third down and 4 from the 38. Grbac, near side, he's got Smith, and that's going to be enough for the first down at the 45-yard line. Myron Bell and Steve Wasilic were there, and now it's 3rd and 9 from the 46 for Michigan. They lead by 18 as Grbac will throw it downfield. He's got his receiver. The catch made there by Felman Malveaux, the sophomore from Beaumont, Texas. 20 yards on the pickup, and Lynn, he took a big-time hit after catching that ball. First and 10, 34-yard line. Alexander and Smith, the wideouts, and they'll pitch it back to Smith on the end around. He cuts it up. Beautiful move. Walter Smith inside the 10 to the 9-yard line, and what a terrific cutback move by the sophomore from Detroit. Robert McBride finally made the tackle after a 25-yard gain. Second and goal from the 10. Play action to Johnson, looking for Alexander. Had it. Good throw that time by Grbac. Alexander should have caught that football. Stan Callender was on the coverage, and there's a penalty marker down and a fight going on down on the field. Ty Halleck's in the middle of it. Another flag goes down. Trezelle Jenkins then gets his 2 cents worth in, and you knew this was going to happen at some point in time today. There was some hot blood running before this game, and they did a pretty good job of keeping tempers calmed down, but finally Jenkins and Glover squared off a little bit ago. And watch the bottom left-hand corner of your screen as Tony McGee comes off. You see McGee right there with number 45, Matt Christensen.
And Christensen has him by the face mask and slams him to the ground.
Che Foster came in and got involved with it.
Everybody's getting involved in it. That's this game.
He basically said, if they're going to play that way, we can play that way.
Personal here, and a third personal against Michigan, 15-yard penalty, next down.
So 15-yard penalty, 2 personal fouls against Michigan, just the 1 against Michigan State. So that will move the football back to the 25-yard line. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 25-yard line. Burkholder, backup tight end in motion. As Grbac throws it, intercepted. Intercepted by number 24, Myron Bell, who runs backwards, still on his feet, and Bell's got some room. Now they're waving it down. They're going to wave it down at the 4-yard line as Bell, and guess who? Rich Glover, leading the way, blocking for him, ran into the Michigan bench, and they're ready to go again, folks.
This looks like marshmallow, doesn't it?
You keep throwing stuff.
Roger, to the game last year at the Humphrey Dome where Michigan was playing Minnesota. There was a call against Minnesota they didn't like, and the fans stopped the game for 20 minutes because the rules against crowd noise couldn't be acted upon, until they executed the play. That rule has since been changed.
We could get somebody hurt out here.
So now they have sent the teams to the sideline. Michigan and Michigan State have gone to their respective benches and trying to get things settled down here. 9:32 left to go, and after the interception by Myron Bell, they battled pretty hard. They came in, some people's estimation, 4 or 5 touchdown underdogs in this game. And, they hung tough in the second half as Miller gets at the Lions. He's met immediately and loses the football. Corwin Brown made the tackle, the fumble, and Michigan gets it. Tony Henderson, 79, came up with a fumble recovery off the stick by Corwin Brown. Time out of the field. 1:11 left to go. .57 seconds left to go. Wheatley right. He's been right today. He's got another first down.
Right on in his game. And I don't think that this Michigan team is trying to run up a score. They're just going to try and run out the clock.
As the clock continues to run here, want to thank our statistician, the Big E, Elvin Lindblad, and spot man Joe Sullivan, working alongside today. As what started out as a rather bleak day here in Ann Arbor turned out to be a beautiful day as Tyrone Wheatley high steps it, touchdown.
This is a little bit of the in-your-face football, folks. And the Big Blue fans from Michigan love it as Wheatley just goes through another gaping hole. The offensive line from Michigan has been doing an outstanding job all afternoon.
I'm just thinking ahead, Lynn. The commercial endorsements are endless for this young man when he gets to pro football with that name, huh? Isn't there a box out there he might get his picture on?
Just might.
Wheatley's had 396 yards rushing in the last 2 games as Elizovic will kick the extra point up and good. And with 27 seconds to go, Michigan leads it 35-10.
And you see the numbers he's posting in the ball game that he's played the majority of, but was taken out on several occasions.
Get one more play, 1 second left. And as it began today, it ends, and you don't want to end it like that, as number 76, Trent Zankowitz, came in to make the sack on Brett Johnson, as most of the players are running off to the tunnel and getting off the field. And that ends it. Michigan has beaten Michigan State, the 3rd-ranked Wolverines, the final 35-10. Okay, thank you very much, John, as we return here to Ann Arbor, our Chevrolet most valuable players of the game. A couple of defensive players. Steve Wasilic from Michigan State, outstanding job, 9 tackles, 8 of the solo variety. And Chris Hutchinson really set the tone for the day defensively. 5 tackles and 2 quarterback sacks. Chevrolet will donate $1,000 to each school's general scholarship fund to reward outstanding students for their academic achievements and to assist those in financial need. For Lynn Swan, I'm Roger Twibell. Thanks for being with us. Michigan beats Michigan State 35-10. So long, everybody.